Hey y'all, you see my new Ray Bans? They're fresh, but I need a I want to get some lenses that actually say Ray Ban in the lenses, like true, authentic Ray Ban glasses, right? I've got the frame, but I need the lenses, so that's what I'm working on. That's what I want for myself. And I know it's a pair of glasses, you guys, but I just feel like if I'm um what's the word? If I'm careful and I'm mindful of the fact that I'm wearing them, and or taking them off, I should be okay. Like I tend to not have as many accidents like that because I'm aware that I can make the accident. So I will usually attempt to put my stuff up so that I don't have to worry about my glasses getting broken or something crazy like that, right? But anywho, y'all, I'm trying to hurry up and get dude. Like I ain't trying to get no camera on me, man. Now that I know these cameras are actually working, wait, and then they got the cars for traffic with them cops that have the antennas. Ooh, I want to slow down all the way over you. See, and it sucks because I think I have a loose connection somewhere, so I can't, like, driving through the city is crazy, man. I love driving through the highway, and I need to get back to driving on the highway. But I will be doing that once I get, like, all my points back, okay? Until then, I will be taking the city roads because that really has helped me to stop speeding, okay? Um, the way I used to speed. Okay, I don't speed as much anymore in that capacity. But don't get me twisted. Once my brakes are done, or once my points are back, I might just go take me a trip to the mountains or something like that, and just fly out there because I like driving my car, and I think I just like driving fast cars. It could be any car, but my car, I'm realizing, has to be fast. Like that's I don't know. It's a thrill, and if I can make it happen, why not? Right? Um, and I'm pretty safe, believe it or not. Like my fence being fucked up has nothing to do with me. The shitty part about it is, I did not have insurance at the time. So it put me in a real bad spot, and the people who did it drove off. So I'm like, fuck, I got to take that L. I got to pay it. It is what it is. Um, and I plan on doing that this year, y'all. I'm going to try not to do so much shopping. I don't do a lot of shopping, but I like nice clothes. I like to update my wardrobe. Like, I'm just used to a certain level of lifestyle. And so I have been able to keep it up, and I'm realizing that if I want this fixed, I may not have to sacrifice my lifestyle, but I will definitely need to save and start putting money up. So you've got to figure it out, and you've got to be willing to sacrifice to get a lot, right? Because I'll be 10 times happier when my car is truly fixed, the fender anyway. And I don't know that honestly, I was driving her the other day, and I think to some degree, part of the reason why I'm like, I'll trade her in is because I'm not able to speed in her anymore. So the other day, I was being a naughty, girl, and I decided that I was going to just enjoy her a little bit because I've been having a little bit of issue with her with the cold weather. So I'm like, let me drive her. Let me see, and I promised her I would not trade her in. I think that my car, because this is the thing, if she doesn't like break down on me, this is a reliable vehicle. And I'm looking at, okay, well, if I can get away with at least 200K, why not? Like, it kind of makes sense in the sense that she's never left me stranded. Again, I've only had her for 2 years, but she hasn't left me stranded, right? Or maybe, was it 2 years? Yeah, I think it's been 2 years since I've had her now. She hasn't, like, nothing's happened to her. Like, it's happened, but it's stuff that, again, it's very much weather related. Are these people, what are y'all? are we going? Like, we're on a highway that says 45 miles per hour, and folks are going like 20. Now, you trying to brake check me, Nissan, I'm going to let you know now that ain't going to work for you, sir. I'm going to need you to focus on your own car. Let me focus on mine. Unless they got bad brakes. I mean, I'm not getting it. I just seen a Camry, y'all. Was it a Camry? It was, I don't know. It wasn't a Camry. It was like, I don't know what kind of car it was, but it was a lemon. And that person was driving that car like it was a Mercedes. And in my head, I'm like, if you don't drive your freaking car, like, you got the bucket of all buckets of all buckets. And you over here holding folks up because you want to, what are you doing? And the person, I think, probably was on their phone. Why are we slowing down? What an idiot. That fucking Nissan, bro. Sorry. But, like, if it had kept driving, we would have all been able to kept driving. You would have had to slow down traffic. That car's still to go. Listen, I'm not a person that's going to wait over. If you can't understand how to read how to get over from one lane to the other as cars are merging, like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. The law is that you are supposed to get behind me. So I feel like if I stop and I'm not going to come to a complete stop. But if I slow down and you know damn well there's room enough, I mean, I don't think a lot of people do because they don't know how to merge. Right? They don't know what window to look out of. They get too scared because they don't know your pace, right? They don't know if you're going to go fast or slow. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's an art form. Like, you got to know how to, like, flow with traffic. That's all it is. It's just flowing with traffic. That's it. So if the person don't get over and you got, like, if I'm really slowing down, I will just go right in front of them. 'Cause I ain't got time to be trying to be extra friendly to folks and they can't read the room. You know what I mean? 'Cause that is an extra friendly thing. Now, the reason for my topic, for those of you guys who don't know, my name is Sia, and I'm back with another video, y'all. I didn't come on here to talk to you guys about traffic. Obviously, this morning I was feeling some type of way with work, so I just want to give a brief update. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I mean, just by a little bit, only because the people who have worked with me for a really long time, I'm noticing that the respect level is there. And it ain't been that long. It's been like a year and a half, or a year and 4 months, going on a half. But they have put a lot of respect on my name. Ooh, sorry, there's a big ass hole in the road, and I would much rather go into somebody else's lane than be hitting that damn pothole. This one I can work around. Listen, they can see me. That's why I always hop in front. If I have to do something like that, I will get in front of the car that's on the side of me so they don't have no other who can see me. So they're going to naturally slow down because they don't want to hit my car. That's usually how that works. Pothole, I'm not damaging my car because the city can't do what they need to do to get fucking larger assholes out of the freaking road, right? Not my responsibility. But I always drive safe. Okay. With that being said, though, my day was very interesting because I noticed the people who work with me, I think they really respect me because of my work ethic, right? Obviously, those same people, like, we've been out of state with each other. We've been at trainings with one another. Like, we're actually really close. We're we're closer than, I guess, me and the rest of the team, right? And the tax manager is one of them, despite my frustration, but he's young. He's got a lot to learn. But again, I'm assuming that's why I'm there, to pick up the slack. But I'm just like, give me my fucking flowers, bro. Give me my goddamn flowers. Because no offense, y'all, when I came into this shit was fucked up. When I say fucked up, I mean fucked up, okay? In the sense that there was no organization. There was no such thing as formatting. People were just doing whatever they wanted to do, however they wanted to do it. And there was no one there to mitigate any of that, right? What's interesting, though, is I was able to come in because I'm not used to working in that kind of setting. let's just keep it. What the fuck is happening? I'm like, oh my God, we're all about to die. Sorry, little government vehicle. You're gonna slow your behind down so I can go. But it was crazy because look, there's a Kia. These newer Kias are so funny because they're nice, right? But they always pay homage to my car. It's so funny. Guy, you fucking idiot. Fucking scooters. God damn it. That dude almost got hit like twice, and he's just so comfortable. He's like, look, if you hit me, it's on you. That's funny. You right. I almost died hitting you. Shoot. But anywho, I noticed one thing about me is I'm really good with taking a company and cleaning it up, right? In the sense, I'm not talking about books. I'm talking about getting them organized, getting them structured so that it is more uniformed across the board, right? And I don't know where I've learned that skill. My first job ever was I worked with Colorado. Well, was it my first job? Nah, take that back, y'all. It was one of my first jobs. You know, like the very early beginning stages where you're striving to get experience, right? And so I got in with the Colorado Coalition for the Homeless, where they had a project that they had received a certain level of funding, and they wanted to help a certain specific type of homeless person out with that funding, right? So it was a project, it was new, it was fresh, and I was hired on like an internship, so to speak, as an admin, right? And I was taught that, you know, if I was going to do certain things, if I was going to basically they were getting all the clients, they got to put the clients in the database, they got to establish rules for the company, they've got to be able to correspond back and forth with other individuals throughout the coalition. Obviously they were case managers, so getting their schedule set up and getting things on their schedule, right? Getting a place for people to set up. So basically, if you needed employment, my job was to create a sign-in sheet. Like I literally had to do all of that from scratch, and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I had assistants, and obviously, you know, the assistance was good enough where they felt like I could do the work, right? Getting the filing system set up completely from A to Z, 1 to 2 and 3, you know what I mean, right? Like it was an experience. And every job I hate when they do that. It's scary. Oops. Every job I've had since then, right? Let me go ahead, because I don't know what this car is doing, but we're not about to be driving parallel, ma'am. Because you ain't finna make me feel. I hate being parallel with a car to where they be making me feel like I'm going to hit them and or they're going to hit me. I don't want that. So I will just speed up, and slow my butt down. We're from the tunnel now. So you got to slow down, girl. Just in case. All right. I hate this drive home. It's not bad. I mean, Denver is a nice city. It's not like a Philadelphia or like, I just don't like it. There's too many people. I say that all the time. I love my city. Don't get it twisted. I love this city in the sense of how beautiful the city is, right? I I think I need a change in my life at some point here soon. It's coming. Yeah, Tesla, whatever. um, I noticed that I'm really a cleaner upper. I'm a fixer. Even for the plumbing company, before I got into bookkeeping, which was interesting, I came in and had to clean their stuff up. Like, I mean, really, I had always been doing bookkeeping essentially, but I was cleaning up their stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, Kia, because that made you. Why would you do that? This Kia is one stupid ass driver. I swear you are. And if I really wanted to show you something, now this is a Kia that don't know nothing about Kias. You could tell it's a driver that doesn't know anything about Kias. Because if they understood that, they wouldn't have just jumped in the middle like that. But it's okay. I'll let your trashy ass drive your trashy car. Drive it. Because now you ride in somebody else's bumper. See, people are weird, man. Now he gonna be hitting his brakes every 5 seconds, and I'm finna get over. Listen, oh, you're letting me over. Thank you. I see you, but let me do it. Yeah, thank you. Oh, see, I'm just saying, stupid ass Kia, piss me off. Anywho, so I appreciate them because he was telling me that they were saying like, thank God, like the team is like, thank you. Like they're really like, damn, if it wasn't for Cece, like they understand that I'm the one who essentially got us, like we're super organized now. And we have never been this organized. Like when I came in, everything was everywhere. They had folders, but they were throwing everything into these folders. Like there was no organization. Nobody had client IDs, right? It was no standard uniform code across the board. Now you go into our system, everything, I mean, from the lettering of what we utilize, right? If we're using all caps, right? I've turned everything from being just, we're just going to throw something in there to now everything's all caps. Everything is formatted. All the client IDs are there. They all match. They all look the same. Every single client is essentially set up the same way. Duplicates are gone, quote unquote, as much as they can be. What else? And there was a ton of duplicates, by the way. Clients that are no longer there are gone, right? Folders are cleaned up. Everything is super, super organized. Everybody knows where to go when they're using those folders. It helps when you're dealing with 600 something clients, right? It helps to be organized. If we're striving to pump out 1,000+ returns, it only makes sense to have all of that where it needs to be. I mean, all of that cleaned up. Sorry, y'all. All of that organized and cleaned up. So the fact that everybody's like, damn, she just jumped in and figured it out. Well, yeah, somebody's got to. There's a woman there who nobody can figure out what exactly she does or why she's even there or why she's still on payroll or any of that. But that's really none of our concern, right? However, we're always told that this woman is going to help us out, right? And we need to rely on her. Well, I'm a bit confused, right? Because I kept telling the girl, I said, listen, you need help, I'm here to help. I've been sitting 6 months with barely nothing to do outside of returns, which after tax season, the pace dies down. And I've been telling them, hey, I've got all this time. What do you need me to do? And I kept hearing nothing, 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 nothing. I'll do it. 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 Well, I got in there and did it. That's just the reality of it. I'm not going to keep hearing, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Now we're 2 weeks before tax season and you're putting quotas on everybody's head, but y'all ain't even setting us up for success. That's not cool. That's not cool. Last year, I told my team, I said, listen, we've got a deadline. We need to get extensions out, right? So my team was like, all right, cool. We were pulled off of doing extensions. I started filing extensions. My boss took me off of them, right? Then tells us, oh, well, she's going to do the extensions. She's going to do them. Okay. Well, I was teed off. Y'all already know, because I know damn well they weren't going to get done. But okay, whatever you say, right? So we backed off. Extensions weren't really filed when they should have been filed. My team had to we shut down the office in the middle of fucking tax season to file every single extension as much as we could. Then when he gets back, he says, oh, well, you didn't have to shut down the office. Well, I know that we had extensions to file. We had at least, 500 extensions? I mean, we had a lot of extensions that we had to file. So in my mind, it's like, listen, that's priority. We can deal with the angry clients later, but shit, it should have never got to this point. So we're hustling. The entire team pitches in. We're hustling. Everybody's sending out these extensions as best as we can. We're getting them out there. Now we're good. We're back to, tax. April 15th comes around. And we finally, the batch thing started rolling and everything else. So we were able to send a ton of extensions at once. This girl says, well, yeah, I'll do it. I'll send them. I'll be responsible for that. Yada, yada, yada. First of all, it's coming out of your mouth. So that's the hardest part at work. When people do not honor, and this is just not at work. This is everyday life. When people do not honor their word, when you say something, you mean it for the most part. I get life happens, but at the end of the day, if you know that there are 5 or 6 people relying on you, it is your responsibility to come through. And keep in mind, it's not just the team that was relying on her. That's 600 plus clients that are relying on her too. Nope, didn't come through. Tax manager said, you know what? We ain't doing this, because I kept coming to him like, you're the manager, you take initiative, quit asking for permission, right? We need this. And I tell him, I'm not asking for your permission, I'm telling you, right? Because certain things, when you're a boss, you move accordingly. You don't, hey, what do you think I should do here? That's not boss-like. It's not boss at all. So, of course, we were left hanging, and we were put in a position where we all had to kind of pitch in again and do all of these extensions, right? That car is speeding, but I'm not going to speed, idiot. And this car really got in front of me like that. Yeah, he was trying to get over. What a fucking douche, you freaking Saturn. And now is driving as slow as possibly can. Like, I'm going 25 miles per hour right now. That shit's crazy. Like, just intentionally being a douche. That ain't cool, man. You better be turning somewhere close, too, because if you're not, I'm going to be mad. And, of course, it stops at the yellow red light. Ugh, I hate drivers that do not think. Anywho, so I feel like what I told my tax manager today is like, listen, I better not hear any props for this girl, right? Because the reality of it is I built this. Like, when I'm looking at the freaking data and I'm looking at how everything lines up, how the processes have been set for the team. That's all me. That's why, y'all, I'm so frustrated because I'm like, realistically, 52,000. Don't get me started. It ain't enough. Okay? I thank God for my business. I thank God for my clients. But I'm like, bro, I did this single handedly. I didn't have to talk to nobody because the reality of it is processes. And like I told them, if you're going to move at the pace that you're saying you want to move, you're going to have somebody in this spot that can do the same thing. And I want to be very clear. It's not complicated. It's all about how you are trained. If you are trained to format things, which most people should, if you're using computers and you're dealing with data, there's no excuse for you to not be able to format things. And it's a pain in the bottom to have to go through and undo what other people have done. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, I mean, I know, I'm a black woman. I don't know how much that really matters at the end of the day, right? I don't. And you shouldn't let me over. I don't know how much that really matters at the end of the day. But I know damn well I better get my flowers, man. I'm not fucking playing, bro, because the system is about to run. Like, my team, like, the fact that they were, like, if you understand, like, it's so crazy to see the people that never light up about this, because we're finally able to utilize a system that creates more efficiency. It's just easier. Everything is easier to look at, easier to see, easier to read, easier to identify. It's organization is important. And I did the work. So I think that's partly why I'm like, man, come on now. You're really not paying me what I'm worth. Because let's keep it a buck. If the firm is $1.2 million, right? And I just helped your firm. Well, we will see this tax season. Should I still be here, right? You mean to tell me that's not going to, that wouldn't make a large difference? I would think so. I would think that the business should be able to run a lot smoother, right? I'm just saying. Communication will get better, all of those things. Because everybody knows their role now. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy how that works. So I just noticed that today, and I appreciate them recognizing who really helped put that together. Like, telling me I'm appreciated, though, that ain't going to work for me, man. I'm going to need to see it in my pay because, no offense, this was not easy. And no reason why grown adults in this same position could not have done it, right? Nor is there any reason for you to be paying some girl to do something that nobody knows what she does. What she is, first of all, we were thinking like she had to build the software kind of in order for it to do what it needed to do. You guys know, like, I'm good. Well, maybe y'all don't know, but I'm really good at building websites, right? That's something that I do. Like, computers, I'm that generation that grew up with computers my whole life. So, like I say, you give me some hardware, I'm going to have to read some instructions and figure it out. Give me some software, though, right? Easy. Give me time to play with it. That's why I kept telling her, you put me in these trainings are not going to help me. I don't care how much you put me in front of a training. I am not digesting what they're saying. You give me a computer, you let me play with it, and I bet you I know all the features. It's very easy. Like, that stuff is very easy for me to figure out software. Just, I don't know why. It's just how my mind works. I want to play. It's like, Every time I see a computer or a website or, software do something that I didn't know could happen, that's fun. That's why AI is such like a thing for me. Come on, car. Oh, I don't got time for it. You need to hurry up. I'm trying. Now you're going to slow everybody down. Why would you do that? That's crazy to me. What an idiot. What a stupid person. People are fucking idiots. I be thinking that maybe they don't know where they're going. Like, that's how people drive. The car goes, let me tell y'all, he goes from his right lane. I see his sign in enough time to slow down. I was already slowed down, so why not let you over? I'm trying to be friendly, right? He doesn't want to get over. I'm still driving. He don't want to get over. I'm like, come on, my speed has to pick up at this point. So you either hurry up and get the fuck over or you don't. As soon as I start speeding up, the motherfucker gets in my lane and then hits their fucking brakes. Really? Really? Then, as they take forever to start driving to the light where they are now, they're going slow. I'm like, dude, this is my time. I need to be able to go faster because it's for me. I need to get to, my destination, right? You were going like 5 miles an hour. That's what it felt like, okay? But 2, you stopped my flow. That's not good. You were supposed to merge into the lane at the same time as I'm letting you over. When you're not stopping my flow, that's the time to go, right? You don't go when somebody starts speeding up because you don't want to get over. Now you don't want to let them get over, so you hurry up and jump in front of them instead of just getting behind them. Then you slow me down by hitting your brakes because you're not at a steady flow at all. See, these motherfuckers in their Teslas. That was a nice one. Yep. I don't want to see no accident. I'd be scared. Hopefully y'all got good brakes. Driving through the city and speeding in traffic is, I don't know. I don't need to speed that bad. They be really speeding too. That's a damn Tesla. Or an Audi. It's all black. It's kind of nice. But anywho, so yeah, it just teed me off because that driver didn't, I hate when drivers, they don't know how to merge and they don't realize that shit causes more accidents and road rage than anything else in the world. You've got to know how to merge, and you don't merge by slowing people down. If you actually have to hit your brakes, then that means you should have been getting behind that person, not in front of them. Because if I'm on a highway or something, and we are at high speeds, that can be dangerous. Then they want to drive, and they're driving all slow, only to finally cross the solid line to get in the left-hand lane. I'm like, really? So why not just get fucking behind me? You would have saved everybody some, you were going to do all that. You should have just did it from behind me, but you had to not let me go. It was all about competition. Who can get to the spot the fastest? Stupid. I don't understand drivers like that because I'm like, in the real world, told me my car would go faster. And my car ain't that fast, but it's faster than a lot. Anywho, I don't know if I really want to do this bus thing. But I don't mind. I'm not about to scoot up unless I can get over. Or I can. Alright, bus is moving. Good. Okay. But, yeah, I just, I think that's why I'm starting to feel like I don't really know where my job is really going, right? I don't like that. I don't like the fact that I don't know. I don't have, I'm like, listen, I don't know that I want to move to bookkeeping because I don't know if he's going to pay me right? There's a lot of things with these bookkeepers. I don't know what the circumstance is, right? I don't know if, I don't know. I don't know that I want to be a preparer. I don't know that I want the stress of a quota, right? I don't know if I want that. I like what I do for the company that I do it for. The problem is, I'm like, where's my return? Like, is this really the best position for me? Because the way it's being treated is as if I'm replaceable. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know that that's not the case. However, that position should be paying a hell of a lot more. There's no reason the tax manager should be getting paid more than me. And if so, he shouldn't be getting paid more than me by much. That's what I'm really like. That's where my head has a hard time because the math ain't mathing. I came into this company where everybody else was, oh, he should do that and we should do, and they all talking. I just came in and did. I didn't need their permission. They had me sitting around for God knows how long. The least I can do is help you get organized. Especially if these are the files and all the things that you want me in all day long. I'm not going to be able to work with this. That's exactly what my mentality was. You know, I don't come from nothing background. Now, in terms of their resume that they have on file for me, it was only tailored towards bookkeeping and tax. So yeah, you're not going to see many jobs in that capacity. You're not going to see all the jobs that I've had. You know what I mean? Because it's tailored to exactly what you're saying you need. So I don't like that. And that's why I keep telling you guys, I've been feeling underestimated. And I know that that's actually what's been happening. I know it for a fact. But maybe I'm not worth that much, right? Maybe I don't know. Because I've been down this road before, and that's how I felt. And I was told, Ann, you know, I wasn't hired to do what I've been doing. I've been doing it because nobody else is going to do it. Do you understand me? I wasn't hired to be organizing shit and getting people set up in softwares and making sure that everything's running smoothly and all this extra stuff that I just was never, I don't recall being part of the job description, right? But because it needed to get done and nobody, I mean, again, you're dealing with a bunch of men. They're not going to freaking do it. I mean, I don't mean to say it like that. They weren't going to be the ones to clean that shit up. They weren't. So, I don't know, y'all. I'm feeling a type of way. It's cool, though. You know, like I said, I'll deal with it. But my resume, listen, will remain out there, okay? Until I either find what I find that this position is really going to help boost my career. If it's just a regular ass everyday position that anybody can fill, I don't need to be a part of it. Do you understand me? That's just where I'm at. Because feeling valued is more than just value, you know? And if there's no trajectory, I mean, my boss was like, well, what if we had more clients? This is what they proposed to me. If there were more clients, and again, it's hard to even say what I would do because I've not been put and I don't know what it looks like. But if you are telling me that, let's say, for example, they have 1,000 clients, they're considering hiring more than one me, right? Essentially. And that, yeah, you're going to drive on your side of the road at any given time. That more than one me, right, would, oh, do I not have a stop sign? My bad, people. I'm like, my bad, because I'm like, where do I go? I didn't know. Yeah, this is where I go. Oh, this looks different. Oh, that's a bank. I didn't know that. Huh. I need to be driving more often. Well, there's two banks. Two banks I don't bank at. But what they were saying, what I'm saying is, what he's saying is there will be several me's, and then I would be in charge of the several me's, right? Whether it be a person in two different, three different offices, whatever that might look like. And I'm just like, I get it, but right now, realistically, if you've got two people managing what I do, and it's really one person, it's just me. I guess I don't know what that looks like. I would have to see that realistically. To me, it feels like I'm being sold like almost like a dream. You know, I'm not saying that's the intent, but it's like, is that even a thing? Is that even like a position? Is that even, I don't know what that looks like. What does that look like? What does it look like? So, I mean, that's cool. I don't know that being in charge is what I want as much. Well, I guess listen. If that's what's gonna get me a higher pay, then cool. If that's the way you can justify paying me more, cool. But you better not be paying me 12. Listen, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. So that's my day, y'all. You know, like I notice I'm getting frustrated with this place more because I don't really know my place. I mean, it's cool what I do, but it's like, can I be rewarded? Can I see like it tangibly? Like, why am I still kind of feeling like I don't feel like I'm struggling, but I feel sometimes like I'm struggling. Like I've got to have a second source of income. That's what it is. I don't like that feeling. I want to be able to know that my salary can take care of me and all my wants and all my needs. And part of those wants and needs, to keep it real, um, woo, woo, all right, is a safe place to live. So you mean to tell me I can't even, if I realistically, if I put myself at $1,500 a month for rent, all right? Um, what an idiot! Sheesh, people are stupid. All right, sorry y'all, it's traffic, but it's people that just they don't think, they just drive. But then again, I'm probably a bit impatient too today. But I just feel like I hope that if they will see how this is played out, because after tax season they will address who is who, right? And I'm telling you now, if they try to give this girl the flowers I deserve, oh, I'm finna fall out. I'm finna fall out if my boss does some shit like that. I listen. He better recognize who set this shit up. He should have gave me the really. Again, he doesn't know that I have these skills, but I feel like I should have been had control over all of that. I could have been had this set up, running to go, ready. Not trying to do it in the middle of fucking tax season or at the beginning of tax season. Nobody wants to be dealing with that. I need to know that we're ready to go. That's why I did it. So we'll see what happens, but I really believe that's why. I know I'm doing more work than I'm really supposed to be doing. Really. I thought I was coming into a system that was essentially already set up. So that's how I feel, y'all. That's what I say about it. And I'm realizing that's why I'm really like every other day, at least 3 times a week. I feel like this, right? But that's all I gotta say on the matter, y'all. I wish y'all the best. Have a good day. Peace. All right. Did I do it right? Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm on the line. That should be fine. Not bad.